Jim Rohn, a motivational speaker, teacher, and business leader, was known for his work in personal development and in helping people define their life's philosophy. I love this quote from one of his books. Don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. Don't wish for less problems, wish for more skills. Don't wish for less challenges, wish for more wisdom. One day I sat on my couch and just meditated on this quote. I was stuck on the word wish. I had a lot of wishes. I just didn't know how to get unstuck and step over the barrier of fear and judgment. I wanted much more out of life, and I wanted to put much more of myself into life. But all I had were wishes and no action. The winds of discouragement always seemed to extinguish the flame of inspiration. Then one day I decided to modify his quote to help me transition my work and my home life. I wrote this: don't expect it to be easier, anticipate that you were better. Don't expect less problems, anticipate that you had more skills. Don't expect less challenges, anticipate that you have more wisdom. You see, to expect something is to put a limit on what we can be achieved. I think it stunts creativity. But to anticipate something is to inherit the abundance that awaits you, an abundance of joy and love that expands beyond our human imagination. We read this in 1 Corinthians. What no eye has seen, nor ear heard, nor the heart of man imagined, what God has prepared for those who love him. These things God has revealed to us through the Spirit, for the Spirit searches everything, even the depths of God. So as I modified Jim Rohn's quote to fit my life, I imagined sitting on a park bench and having a conversation with Jesus. And he was telling me that life wasn't going to get easier, but that I could be better. That life was going to be filled with problems, but that I could multiply my talents, my skills, and be able to overcome them. And I felt the Lord say to me that everyday challenges are the cornerstones on which wisdom is built. Without the challenges, there would be little reason for solutions, and the magic of life would be wasted in idleness and monotony instead of celebrated to the fullness. So that brings us back to philosophy. What is your philosophy? What do you want to get out of life? How much are you willing to sacrifice? Can you handle the pressure, discouragement, and the noise of the world that tells you you will never be good enough? There's too much competition and you are wasting your time. Is your philosophy to work harder and faster, to study more, make more contacts, and be proactive? All these are vital to creating a strong philosophy. Maybe you have tried these things, but just cannot harness the resilience to keep going. If any of these points piqued your interest, then we have shared many of the same thoughts and roadblocks. I finally decided that my philosophy wasn't going to be a lofty set of ideas or a list of abstract characteristics, but a person. Yes, my philosophy was going to be a person who has demonstrated how to live, has a divine nature, and has shown us the way to fulfillment. Since that pivotal moment when I wrote down, Jesus is my philosophy, I no longer wrote for others, but for him. Would anyone even read what I wrote? I knew he would read it, and I would become better having written it. I no longer read more books to get ahead or make calls to simply increase my business, but did so to share my God-given time with him. Everything I did from that point on, for my family, myself, or my business development, was for him. There was no competition, but a simple belief that if he is in me and I in him, then I have the fullest trust that as long as I put my effort in, God will provide the way. My goal is to find peace and feel at home. Jesus' goal for each and every one of us is to live in his peace and get us home. We share the same goal and the same philosophy. So fear and discouragement is just noise. It's not you against the world, it's you and him for each other. So build your philosophy on him, and you will discover that to wish for something is just your soul's way of urging you to shine for something you believe in and anticipate the goodness of the Lord. Jesus called us friends, so go out and be a friend to others. Introduce them to your philosophy. It is where wisdom lives. So, what's your philosophy? Put your trust in Jesus, no fear. Do the work and get out of his way. That is how winning is done. God love you.